Hey guys, welcome back to my Wolfed Out Skyrim series. We are here still in Solstein, and in this particular adventure, we set forth on an exploration expedition to discover what this monolith is doing and figure out why it is doing it. Try to figure out a way to stop it from happening, and we just happen to run into a captain being attacked by ash spawn. He sets us on a mission to find out the source of where the ash spawn is coming from and discover a sinister plot being taken place that might have something to do with Raven Rock itself. So, join me on this adventure and enjoy.
You lost?
Your contributions have earned you citizenship here, friend. I'll always consider you one of us.
So, how are things now that the mines are open again?
With the mines open, Raven Rock has become a significant colony of the Dunmer people again. I've been able to convince my superiors at House Redoran to send me the resources that they've been denying, now that we're deemed more important. Soon, we'll have a steady supply of workers and materials to keep things going for years to come.
That is good.
How much longer do you
My doors
intend to
are open
serve as
if you
his
wish to
shield,
discuss
Admiral?
matters involving
The
Raven Rock.
Redoran Council tasked me with keeping Laeral alive, which I've done without question for over 100 years. He's the closest thing I've had to a brother, and we all owe him our lives. Am I to suddenly turn my back?
I'm sorry, my love. It's this island. It's never felt the same since we left Vardenfell. It's as though a part of me is missing.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves behind when they departed our homeland. All we can do is make the most of what we have.
Well, now that is done, let's go ahead and examine this monolith, this shrine down here.
Mallory, you need to talk some sense into your husband.
You can't get blood from a stone.
That we might remember.
By night we reclaim.
What by day was stolen.
These,
Far from ourselves.
these people seem to be in some sort of
He
trance.
grows ever near to us.
He?
Our eyes once were blinded.
Now through him do we see.
This monolith is emitting a weird
Our
aura,
hands once were idle.
much like the
Now
Staff of
through
Corruption,
them does he speak.
but a lot
And when the
stronger.
world shall listen, and when the world shall see,
And when the world remembers.
It seems to be taking control of the weak-minded, and more than likely take control of people when they sleep. Staff of Corruption
That world will cease to be.
only gives people nightmares, but
here
this is
in his
something different.
shrine,
We must find a way to break the hold it
that
has over
they
people.
have forgotten. Here do we toil.
There must be something on an island, on this island, that can help us do that. And in all likeliness, there's probably more of them around. Looks like we're gonna have to explore the island. Let's see if the guy at the pub has heard any more interesting stuff around the island.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips.
So are things better with the mines open again?
How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count.
That's good. Have you heard anything lately?
The Ashspawn attacks on the bulwark are getting worse. Captain Veleth is trying his best, but I think the Redoran Guard are overwhelmed.
Anything else?
If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallis of the Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place.
An investment opportunity. Interesting. I might have to look into that.
Come back any time. My doors are always open.
Alright. Let's go out on a little expedition to see what we can find on the island. Maybe something interesting.
I'll scatter your ashes to the wind.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here.
So, these things, the ash spawn.
Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped.
So, how did that bring you to this old farm?
I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction.
So there's a source. Do you need a hand?
Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind. And I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard.
Okay. Where do I begin?
We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful.
So, do you happen to know what these things are?
No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back.
How often do they attack?
We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses.
You suspect there is a motivation behind their attacks?
Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is.
So in all likeliness they're being controlled. They're probably magical constructs then. Why do you think the attacks are from this farm?
I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family.
Yeah. How long has this farm been abandoned?
Not sure. I was told it was an old Imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock.
Okay. Alright, I'll take a look at it.
Report back to me if you discover anything unusual.
Declaration of war. And here, my calls for the unconditional surrender of your forces and an immediate cessation of all hostiles have been ignored numerous times. I, therefore, have no choice but to assume your purpose on Solstheim as hostile, and to treat Raven Rock Stronghold as an enemy of the Empire. I warn you, any attempt to breach Fort Frostmouth will be met with an equal level of aggression. I will do everything in my power to wipe you and your forces off the face of Tamriel. There will be no further communications between us. General Floxcarius, Garrison Commander of Fort Frostmouth. Here, I have this note.
Have you found something?
Yeah.
This is strange. The note says it's from General Floxcarius, but that's impossible.
Why?
Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmouth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive.
So do you have any idea what I should do?
If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmouth and check it out. I'm going to head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults.
Alright then.
Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
Let's see if there's any clues around here. Well, this looks bare as hell. Nothing's going to be found from that. What's that over there? When I head back in the direction, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. And there seems to be some kind of ship over here too. There could be hostiles on the ship. Definitely hostiles. Oh, they all ran. They all ran inside the ship. You got this?
Come on, guide me! I'm gonna bleed you!
Never guide me.
Guide me! Die out!
You missed.
Enough!
I wonder if this is a ship that woman was talking about yesterday. About one of her items. What was it, a book? We can check. Let's see. Take some food. more than likely a book I never read before. I keep on seeing these like little lock boxes with this special symbol on it. And they all have these East Empire Company pendants in it. I wonder if I could sell that to somebody in town. Ah, here we go. A couple chests. What? The folio. Huh, seems to be some kind of play. This must be the book that that woman was talking about. Might be, anyway. There's nothing below. Alright, that should be all of it. What is this? I've never seen anything like this before. Or deposit that glows. Well, this ore might be able to be used for something. Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? Fort Frostmoth. Looks like there's a fort right here. I believe I see one of the ash spawn of a troll down there. Let's take care of him. This might be it. What's that giant mushroom off in the distance? I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. Somebody up there, or something. There's something right there too. Nothing doesn't see us yet.
That it? That your best?
Well, it looks like we're gonna make some noise
Men,
now.
an invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an ambush. Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
Where the hell is that voice coming from? Well, looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way then. Where's my new sword? There it is. Let's give that a shot.
I will destroy you.
behind you. This one's locked with a special lock, so more than likely we're gonna have to go through this one. Damn, another one of these things. I wonder if somebody will pay me good money for it. Old Empire clothes. I wish that was a little bit more powerful, though. Oh, there's some kind of note right here. Letter to Zaliena. This is my last letter. I don't know if you'll ever get any of them, but I'll keep them on me in case I'm ever found. Something happened here. It was horrible. Something happened at the Red Mountain, but I can't describe it. It's as if hundreds of oblivion gates opened all at once at its summit and spitting fire and death in all directions. This was 200 years ago. I'll read all that later. Here are the other letters as well. I might get a courier to hire and send all these letters to maybe their next of kin. Because in all likeliness, she's probably dead, unless she's an elf. Idari's journal. Wait a minute. It's been almost a month since unearthing the crypt at Fort Frostmoth, and I haven't seen a single spark of life in the general's remains. Crafting the Heartstone to the subject is proving much more difficult than I originally anticipated. I used almost every method I can think of. Somebody reanimated him. There is no sign of reanimation. At this rate, it could be years before I can make any progress. Which is that I can't forward right now. If my vengeance is to come to fruition, I need results. If not, I may need to resort to other measures. So the general was resurrected, reanimated, using a Heartstone. So somebody has been plotting to take over Raven Rock. The general is still unable to or willing to listen to my commands. He's acting increasingly paranoid and appears to have his own free will. He's convinced that I'm a spy or the enemy. Oh, this is interesting. I might have to bring this back to Raven Rock. Somebody purposely reanimated him. we're dealing with spiders now. Let's be a little bit careful. Oh, I never seen those type of spiders before. They're on fire. Why are they on fire? And there's these albino ones too. Interesting. The fire ones go away, but these albino ones not. I wonder if these will make good alchemy ingredients. If they're able to take on some kind of element, it might be quite useful. Oh. Geode stones.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
Yep, I do see him. He's right there. Let's have a little fun. Hey there!
Is someone there?
Yep, I'm right here.
Repel the invader! Nothing!
You can't win this!
How dare you invade my fort! This will all be over soon.
Where are you running to?
Just a scratch!
This what you want? Huh? You think I'm afraid of you?
This will all be over soon.
Come on.
No more! I yield! I yield!
I've failed.
Get that other one. Okay. Let's see if he has anything on his body. Oh, look at you. Interesting looking mace. And nothing of that of big interest anyway. Okay. Let's search around for any more stuff that might be of usefulness to us.
It's a Nordic rune, thousands of years old.
Yeah, but it looks like it's covered heavily.
There's something you need?
Oh, this is that place. I heard you were starting an expedition.
Who told you that? Was it Geldis? I told that idiot not to send me anymore. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Moorhold. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities. The relics of Arzador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you.
So, what happened?
You come out of the Northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrow. Who knows how much to reach the door. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig.
So why not hire some miners out of Raven Rock?
You think I've got that kind of money? No, I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 centimes on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end, but I can't get there without a little kick to start it off.
I got some spare money lying around. Interested?
What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin. Do you have the gold?
Yeah.
It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon.
I'm gonna take a little peek at this and bring it back when I'm done. Let's see how your expedition went so far. Alright.
Hold a moment, Mogrel. I've been harassing some of the townsfolk. Is this true?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, come on. You know me, Captain Veleth. My hands are clean.
See that they stay that way, or else I'll send you back to Skyrim in a crate. You understand me?
Yes, sir, Captain Veleth, sir.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth?
I killed the general. He was, reanimated.
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
Well, he will no longer send Ashspawn to Raven Rock.
Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
And did you need anything else from me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent.
Did he say what was it about?
All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the ash spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
Just give them to me and put it on my account.
About your account, it's been a few months.
I said to put it on my account, and that's the end of it. Understand?
Let's do a little shopping first. I got stuff to sell. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this Wolfed Out Skyrim video. Now remember to comment and subscribe if you so feel like it. Be sure to check out my other LP series. Now if you want to know the mods I use, check the description below. You guys stay furry, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!